Episode 313. Komori got that promised ninja garb after all. A little bit of a glamour change here, since at the end of the level 50 quest, I guess they gave us that ninja armor as part of the plot point, and felt like the right time to actually change into something that was a bit more ninja-like. I did like the previous outfit, but that's more of the outfit that we're going to use for the Black Mage, and I like having different outfits for the different jobs. I wasn't entirely settled on this red and gold outfit. Well, I guess red and brass, but I do like the color. I just thought maybe I'd go with some other color. I was considering it. Like more of a black and green or something, like this specific shade of metallic green. And I guess if I went with black, I'd probably want to go with like pure black, but that'd be hard to get your hands on. Like the entire outfit was this black and green sort of thing, and something else on the head. But I think for now this red and brass is good, and if I do decide on the black and green later, I guess I can always change it. It's just that I like having things a little bit color-coded if I, well, do things from the get-go. Like our, okay, we can't see that here, but our Black Mage was basically red and black coded, and I guess the summoner ended up being black, mainly. I don't know. Black Mage was more red than black, I guess. Then of course, Machinist was all blue and everything, and a ninja, I guess it's ending up more yellow. Well, it's got red in there, but I guess that's fine as like a sort of base. It's more, the yellow part more stands out, I guess. And the other consideration, I guess, was green, so that sort of fits in with the other colors, or rather it stands out amongst the other colors as like something I haven't chosen yet. I guess I could save green for another class if I really want to. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the final color. I guess the deciding point was that it looks good with these knives, like the golden accents or whatever. And we also got this one parasol, which actually fits our color for once, and I guess the theming, because this is a Hingashi parasol. I think we'll have to get like a different umbrella to match our other classes, because I guess this umbrella really only matches a ninja, huh? Is it actually raining outside? It is. Well, today we're continuing the ninja quest line up to level 60, or at least as much as we can in one episode. Because Carver Lane is still getting ready to ship us off. I'm pretending. And if there's something in this storyline that seems to imply that a lot of characters went to Doma and came back here in the space of time between the last episode and this one, then we're just going to pretend that Carver Lane is just that slow. Komori, you are welcome. I can tell your devotion to our art has been absolute, and I sense that greater power awaits you. Yes, that's his roundabout way of complimenting our clothes. It's like heritage reclaimed for Komori, or something. Actually, heritage found is in Dawn Trail. But I have no new ninjutsu to teach. You alone can awaken to the power inside you. But if you do, our art will be in the very beating of your heart. Yeah, this was the appropriate time to have like a costume change, I guess, because we're like a true ninja teaching ourselves, or something like that. I learned much and more whilst I was a shinobi of Doma. Mayhap you would find your own way, if your blade served a master. Such thoughts will have to wait, however. Not minutes before you came through those doorsteps, I received this missive from Jack. He bid me come to Limsa proper with all due haste. Join me, Komori. Your path here began at the Rogues Guild, and mayhap returning will spark something new within you. This is rare. I'm pretty sure most job quests don't return to the original class quests that they gave you. Like, I don't think the Dragoon job quests ever really returned to the Lancers Guild. And I guess a lot of the other classes I played were just jobs that started outright as jobs because all the DLC jobs are, well, other than Ninja, I guess. They're all basically jobs that skip the whole class to job advancement. It was sort of a dated system, the whole class to job advancement, that they kind of reworked or overhauled or something, and it no longer works the same way, but I don't know. I think this is still rare though, doing this sort of thing, going back to the class stuff. Well, we dropped the umbrella right there. I guess there's a bit of an overhang. I don't imagine Komori is too big on heritage or culture or whatever, mainly because I didn't really care about her being, like, maybe of Hingashi descent, up until just now, basically. Like, when I just started doing all the ninja stuff and decided maybe one of her parents is actually from Hingashi or something. But I guess maybe she respects power, so she's into the war techniques and the shinobi stuff, I guess. Captain Jack, it has been too long. I never did thank you properly for obtaining the ancestral garb of the shinobi. Yeah, the thing we're wearing right now. How appropriate. Well, actually, the top is... It's actually the Oasis Saruel, or Oasis Tunic, whatever it's called. From the gold saucer, but it actually looks pretty Hingashi when you pair it with the right pieces. The only ninja garb pieces I'm wearing are the leg pieces and the arm pieces that are from, like, the level 50 stuff that we did get from Jack and Obero during the questline, but we had to, like, advance it using some crafted stuff, which was a little bit different from what you had to do to get, like, dyeable clothes in later expansions, but all the same. It still looks like a ninja thing with the right pieces, I guess. And the leg pieces are just the Moonfire sandals and, of course, a corsage on the head. Anyway. Oh there, I was wondering when you show up. And you brought Komori. How are you keeping, lass? Ben. Now I need a word with Obero. There's a thief on the loose in Lenosia who's fast. Too fast to be a regular old rook. You have my sympathies for your problem, of course. But why summon me? Well, as it was told, the one doing the cloying ain't from Eosia. Came from the Far East, judging by the garb. Though very strange. The journey is too long to be undertaken lately. I wonder what drove them here. We can maybe pretend that they arrived, a while ago, maybe? Like before we even decided to go to Hingashi and Doma ourselves, so it doesn't feel weird that Carvalane is taking long enough for someone to make the journey all the way across the ocean again. Who knows? But here's the rum thing. This cove's a ninja, by all accounts. A ninja? It's uncanny how much your thief sounds like me, Jack. Why, if I did not know better, I would say I was your culprit. Aye, so get your daddles where I can see them. This is an arrest. Haha, couldn't help a bit of a muse in there. Of course I don't actually suspect you. Truthfully, I just wanted to see if you knew anything what could help me with the case. That I would be taken in by so obvious a ruse. Well, if the thief is a shinobi of Doman origin, then I might know him. Really? Really? Wait. Do all shinobi from Doman know each other? Is it that, like, succeeded a sect or something like that? Or do they just, like, know everyone, like, by reputation? I'd figure there'd be a lot of them, like a lot of different villages. Would you allow me and Komori to aid in your investigation? With pleasure. Things will go a good bit smoother with a couple dimber dambers like you on board. Why don't we go and see what the victim's got to say about our rook, eh? I just realized that this questline, it's gonna have all of the pirate talk, or rather, not the pirate talk, the rogue talk, which is worse than pirate talk all over again, because it seems like we're gonna be way more involved with the rogues this time around. Okay, I'm just gonna mentally prepare for it, I guess. Well, for Kelfa is the cove we want, and we'll find him over at Summerford Farms. Been a goodly while, since our last job together, Komori, and I'm looking forward to having you along. And I'm not looking forward to the road speak. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of am. A little bit. Not looking forward to actually having to pronounce it, though. I'll always just stumble over it. Me and my favorite Mort back on the job. Still never learned what that meant. You ready to go and whittle what's happened to this Mulfic Alpha Cove? Okay, we whittled what whittle means. Alright, I could just teleport out. I guess the fact that this is the Oasis tunic and the ninja legs and all that, and the gloves, it's sort of like Holda meets Hingashi. Even though it looks mainly Hingashi, just the way that the tunic ends up looking and blending in with the rest of the outfit. I guess it is sort of like an East meets West sort of thing, which was unintentional when I copied this outfit basically, but I guess it's fitting. Who's Gilpin? Move along, ain't nothing to see here. I'm looking at your name. Lend that cove yonder your waddles, lass. What are waddles again? Are those words? No, not you. Alright, we can't talk to Jack, he's untargetable. And who, pray tell, are you? Yes, you. And the gloomy-looking fellow there. Are these your people, Jack? Can they handle this matter with the guild's customary sensitivity? I reckon so. Commoy here is one of the guild's newer lasses. I mean, I guess so. You could call us new, if we're still pretending that all of that Rogues Guild stuff was 5 years ago, and we were still a recruit and then went our separate ways. We were never properly inducted into the guild. We're still pretending that was a flashback. And your gloomy-looking cove is a cult. Just joined up, so to speak. Yeah, that's what we were. We used to be a cult. That means like a recruit, I guess. Did he ever use that term when we were flashing back? Whatever. In that case, bring back my orb. It's one of a kind, and they stole it from me, not the precious orb. 2 nasty thieves with a Far Eastern look to them, and after I spent a bloody fortune on it. The nerve of those two, falling upon me as I was on my way here. The fiends ran to the northwest, twice as fast as my men could. I want them found and clapped in irons, damn it. I think the ninja increased speed only allows you to move 10% faster than other players. Why don't we get an ability that lets us move 3 times as fast? Even for like 10 seconds or 5 seconds or something. Well, we best get after them then. If they are foreigners, they won't know the lay of the land. Might be as we can use that against them and catch up before they hop the twig. No need to be shy if it comes to blade work, but don't mill them either. We need to find out why the rook's cloying from honest folks. Cloying means stealing. We pretty much knew that. Get me my orb back. I don't care how. Describe this orb. Is it spherical? And Gilpin's just kinda here, I guess. Maybe he'll come into play later. Oh, already here. Okay. Are our NPC friends around? Doesn't seem like it. It should be good weather out for like a cutscene and everything, but it's raining. I mean, it would be good lighting if it were daytime. I mean, it is daytime, but it's just the rain that's getting in the way. You find a set of footprints heading to the northwest. Would black and green be better? I'm not sure what I'd replace for the headpiece though. Because I only have like this specific color that matches the yellow of the outfit, and there's no like green that matches the green that I'm thinking of. You find a set of footsteps heading to the northwest. I do like the way this looks, the red and yellow. It's like heroic, I guess. It'll look good in cutscenes. Black and green also looks good, but I'm not sure it has like the heroic look we're going for. As the main thing we're going to do for an expansion, I guess. Long survey, that means a cutscene. You can just make out 2 figures ahead, in Wold Whisper Canyon. Okay, no cutscene. We're actually using this area. As we were heading in this direction, I thought we might be. They must have used it for something in A Realm Reborn, but Maybe they never used it for, like, job quest stuff up until now. Could also be one of those areas from 1.0 that was just, like, put back into the game, but never became anything. I think that might be a thing. I don't know. Okay. He's not dead. Oh wait, no, that's Obro. He is not dead. I believe he simply knocked himself unconscious. The girl silently staring at us is of more immediate concern. From her looks, she is not to be taken lightly. Yeah, I kind of get fooled by Obero's, I guess, non-ninja outfit. I kind of associate him with the all-black look. For a second I thought it was Jack. Of course, Jack is all green. Okay, here's our cutscene, but unfortunately it's raining. Oh well, you're a Dimbermort, make no mistake. So why is it you have taken to Cloyan? Never a tender word for Jack, is there? No, it's always a stabber. Yes, that's her, the thief. Huh, I knew taking this to the guild was the right choice. Sadly, this means our relationship is at an end. It would be inconvenient if you were to learn of how I came by the orb. Sellsword, your skills are required. Okay, and that's where this guy comes into play. Ha ha ha, it'd be me pleasure. Jack's one to be reckoned with, but not when he's got two fledglings at his side. Yeah, that's us, a fledgling. Me trusty Trident'll do, Trident'll do for 'em all. All them's choice words from a double-crossing bastard. Either you mind being called fledglings? Not in the least. It will be all the sweeter to make him eat those words, and that he is a more fitting foe than some silent maiden. Ha ha. Luster and rage all you want. You won't be going gently into the night. Ha ha ha. So what? Instant defeat? Yeah, I kinda figured. I'm kinda used to the humor of the rogues and ninja questline by now. Well, we did you wrong, my Dimbermort. Seems we owe you an apology. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. You have my thanks, but I didn't need your aid for such brutes as these. Your bow, or she isn't wearing a bow. Your bow, then it is true. You're from the Far East. Have we met by any chance? You seem familiar. Your accent marks you a shinobi. Akagi, explain the situation. Is he... okay, he's fine. No, you were the lot who were chasing us. Scary being chased, but right. Why we're here. This is Yatsurugi no Yuki. I understand your customs. If I understand your customs, you'd call her Princess Yuki of the Yatsurugi clan. Wow, a real princess. She's left her lands to search for her family's treasures. They were stolen by bandits, you see. The Yatsurugi clan? You're very far from your domain, princess. Tell me, why make the journey? It's also very loud talking next to this waterfall. I have no time to talk, not while the identity of the bandit still eludes me. You need only know that I have taken back 3 of the stolen treasures, and I will leave when the other 2 are mine. Very well. Your reasons are yours to keep. But I cannot leave you without a sworn dagger, princess. Here we go. Yeah, this seems like a fun thing for the ninja job to do. It's serving a master, like Oboro said. Of course, he was hinting at it, foreshadowing, but didn't know exactly what form it would take. I guess it's this. And I know just the person to do it. Komori, will you not aid in Princess Yuki's mission as her shinobi, a sworn dagger, or a sworn blade? Sworn dagger doesn't quite have the same ring to it, I guess. I guess when we use the term dagger, it sounds more like a thief in the night. And I guess ninjas more use, what are they called? Not just kunai, but... I mean, kunai are the drawing ones. What are the short ones called? I forgot what they're called. We're sworn whatever those things are called. As you know, we are blades. Yes, but what type of blade? What was the blade I'm thinking of? I guess he might say it later on. I'm sure there's like some blades in the game that have the proper name that I'm forgetting. It doesn't matter. Admissions are as whetstones to us. Through duty and service, we sharpen our skills and our minds. This is the next step on your path. The princess is a stranger here. She can trust no one, save you. Your mission is to guard her with your life, and return her safely to her people. What say you? Oh, gone already. You think me naive enough to trust Shinobi? When Doma fell, we all saw your daggers at its back. Kamakangi, leave the traitors. Okay, she's gonna be difficult. This actually seems like a good relationship already. Been like that ever since we got here. Why, she'll barely let me pack her bloody clothes. I understand why she refuses my help when it comes to fighting, I suppose. I'm no warrior, really, despite that huge axe. I guess he's a lumberjack. But she does have her limits. Everyone does, pauper or princess. So I'd appreciate it if you'd lend me a hand in keeping her, well, alive. Okay, we got the Guardian's permission, I guess. Of course, my friend. If her life is in danger, send word here. Komori and I will answer. I guess we're not shadowing her. We'll be on call. I'm much obliged. You have no idea. But I'd best go. She'll have my head if she catches me chatting. I'll be in touch. Biting back Far Eastern baubles, what was bitten, eh? It is like a rogue thing, I guess, if we're like stealing back things that were stolen. Is it gonna be a rogue thing? Is this like gonna continue with Jack and the rogue skill being involved, or are we fully like in a different set of characters that we're working with now? Willing to whittle more from that dastardly duo, I expect. A good little tip-a-daddle to track down the bandits what coined the treasures. Thank you, Jack. When you have something, you know where to find us. Shall we, Komori? Seems like they might be involved a little bit. They might pop in now and again, I don't know. Even Oboro seems like he's gonna be out for this quest. They sort of do that depending on which job quest you're doing. Like, they don't always use the same characters. They maybe have old characters introduce you to new characters and you're doing a new thing. Because I guess they run out of story for the old characters, or they like satisfyingly conclude the other characters' stories and can't introduce something new. Which is a shame if you're expecting to see like the old characters that you fell in love with whenever a new expansion comes out. Which is even more of a shame now because you can never do that, since past Stormblood they just do role quests and these characters don't really get used again. For the main part. Where is... oh right, she went back to Doma, I guess. So I guess she won't appear here. I had heard of Yuki Yatsurugi before, the pride of her clan, puissant princess of the Far East. If even a tenth of the rumors are true, she has reason to deny our aid. But somehow, you must earn her trust. Someday her life may depend on it. The path ahead of you is long. Your resolve cannot falter. I will help where I can, but from this day forth, you must devote your entire being to protecting Princess Yuki. Okay. We'll devote our entire being, until our boat arrives and then we're off to Doma. Just while we're waiting. And the level 52 quest. Okay, I was missing these. We're level 60, but we didn't get any of these skills that you unlock from level 50 to 60. This will be actually the next part of our weapon skill combo, or our AoE combo. And actually the only other part of our AoE combo. We only get 2 buttons. It's better than 1 button though. Akagi has summoned us, Komoi. Princess Yuki is attempting to infiltrate a Salthound stronghold. He would have us save her, to use his words. He has managed to delay her near Memorune's trading post. I trust you know the place. I trust you know it too. After all, we did teach you geography, didn't we? Pop quiz. Where's Memorune's trading post? Like which part of Lenosia? I'm not sure I even know myself. Was it outer or upper Lenosia? You know what? We're not quizzing you anymore. I don't know the answer, so it would be embarrassing if I got it wrong. Let us away with all haste. It was upper Lenosia. That's right, outer is further out than upper. Because that makes sense. It does make sense, I just have to remember how it makes sense. No, not that. Right, there's no Ethernet here. I clicked on it as if I was traveling through the Ethernet to the other side, but there is no other teleport point over there. Just gotta do this. It's either this or flying all the way over there, or I guess like taking one of these routes. I think it best that you approach Akagi. Yes. Finally. It's not easy keeping the princess in one place, you know. Incredible. This is why you had me wait, Akagi? I had thought myself clear. I neither need nor want their help. Go home, Shinobi. Princess, now that we are here, surely there is no harm in telling us your plan. Oh, we'd be happy to. It's a long story, too. Rumors have been swirling about your black markets, about things that sound much like our clan's stolen treasures. It's hard to pin down the rumors like that. But we've also gotten word that some group of pirates, the Hounds of Salter or some such, keep records of the black markets. I don't need to tell you how valuable those could be. Of course, a certain someone is all set on stepping into their camp by herself. But I can see to letting that, or can't see to letting that. No, not again. Always sneaking off like that, or sneaking off on her own like that. Seeing as she is already gone, we cannot stop her. However, we still might lend her aid by clearing obstacles from her path. Here, Komoi. Smoke bombs. You will catch the attention of the nearby watchmen if you set these off near the camp. Incapacitate them, and the princess may pass unnoticed. Ah, a fake attack. My axe is for show, mainly, but I'll help where I can. Okay, so it's for show. Very well. Akagi, go east. I will go north. We will rendezvous to the southeast, a poor mate's mill when done. Ah, he does know his geography. How do these smoke bombs actually help us do anything? We're not like throwing these smoke bombs at people, we're like throwing it at the ground and it attracts them. Or I guess it like shields us from being caught by other guys as we're doing fighting, I guess. AoE? I guess we got this. I'm forgetting how to do this. Wait. Damn it. I'm forgetting my mudras already. I hope Jack didn't see that. We'd be sent back to ninja school if we had to. Had to prove we knew or prove that we remembered our mudras. That's right, 10 is mostly the AoEs other than Dotone. We got the single target with the 2-button combination and single targets on Jean. With the ice one being useless for now, I'm pretty sure it gets useful later, based on the tooltips that I read. Ninja Fire. Katone, Dotone, Suitone, Hyotone, Hutone, and Raitone. And also, I guess the Fuma Shuriken, which is never useful. I'm pretty sure it never becomes useful, I think. Ooh, only a diversion, you said. But it was bloody frightening. All we can do, we have done. Princess Yuki should have made it inside by now. Put paid to the watch, but not the watchdogs. When they get their teeth into you lot. What? Quickly, Komoi. Inside the camp. Save yourselves the effort. The black market records are mine. RJ Jewel is mentioned in here. The Midari Kanemitsu dagger as well. They're calling it dagger, but do they mean the other thing? The other word that I can't remember? It seems the former was sold, but finding the buyer should not be difficult. And the blade will be up for auction shortly. Princess, you are safe. Did you not meet with any resistance? Resistance? Oh, them. You did that, Princess? She's not the pride of our clan for nothing. The Princess is a skilled fighter. She's tried her hand at your ninjutsu too. Not even her instructors can keep up with her these days. Okay, maybe she knows the mudras better than we do. I trust you see now why I have no need for your help. I will reclaim my clan's property, myself. I just wish she understood what she means to our clan. Well, thank you for today. I'll have need of your help again soon, but let's keep it on the side, eh? Come, let us return to our haunt. You must meditate on what you have seen here, to focus your thoughts into weapons anew. Doesn't seem like the mission's over. No, wait, it is. It's a green check mark on the right side. Just didn't appear as a green check mark on the map because we have to like teleport in, basically. It was a short mission. Well, I guess that's good. It'll help us keep a pace if we want to do like half the missions here and half the missions in the next episode. This was only the level 52 one, so I guess we'd want to get through 54 at least, and maybe 56. Because then we'd have 58 and 60, and 60 is probably pretty long for the next episode. I don't know. I guess you'd want to do half and half, up to 54 today, and up to 60 for the next episode. 3 and 3. Well, the princess's trust is not yet yours, but she is safe. Were this a trial, you would have passed. But your mind is full. Still your thoughts. Listen to what your heart says in the silence. In so doing, you will grow as a shinobi. Komoi's heart is saying she wants more AoE. Perfect devotion to your duty. What's this? Hake Mujin Satsu. Mujin Satsu. Something about killing people. Jin Satsu. Not sure what the mu is. Okay, that combos nicely with the daggers on the ground. It just kind of looks good as a combo, I guess. And that's the last part of our 2-hit combo. Sometimes they replace these basic moves that you get, or at least for Dragoon they do that. They give like different animations whenever they upgrade the attack. It sounds like Ninja doesn't actually get upgrades for most of these weapon skills, which means our basic 3-hit combo, which does actually upgrade in the next mission, with like a different ender to the combo. It's just going to be the same animation it's always been, ever since we were a rogue. We do get an upgrade to Mug, so maybe that's like, well, it's probably an animation change at least. So will this be. This also becomes an AoE, I guess. And other than that, I think most of our ninjutsu stays the same, other than a temporary upgrade to I guess Katon and, that would be Katon and Hyoton. Those two upgrade when we get something, when we get to level 76 and use Gasatsu, but only temporarily, and that's when Hyoton actually becomes useful. It does like the biggest potency with 1300, compared to here where it does like the least potency as a single target, and it's only useful for bind. It's a good way of getting it back into the rotation, like the full six elements of your ninjutsu. Because as it is with the current level, you only use 5 really in quote-unquote normal gameplay. Kagi has called upon us again, this time to Oshon's embrace. His note was brief and hastily written. I do not know what the princess has done, but it is clear he needs our aid, or she needs our aid, urgently. We must await Her Highness's side, Komoy. This is sort of like training for what we're doing in Stormblood, the story, because we're sort of acting as guide and protector for Lise, as she's on her journey. Similar to what we're doing with Yuki, I guess. I would not keep Akagi waiting. He looks to crumple from worry. It's gonna be raining this entire episode. It's unfortunate. It even crossed over into the next weather change, I guess, and it's still raining. Which happens every 8 hours, the weather change. You, where were you? Here I am, worried half to death because the princess is in danger, and I can't do a thing about it. And you just saunter up like... Calm yourself, and start at the beginning. Where is the princess? Calm. Right, calm. Her Highness learned who bought the clan's jewel. She's run off to take it back, and left me behind. Where is she? She can't have gotten far, even with her bleeding witchcraft or whatever. Come on, lads, fan out and find her. They're kind of saying that within earshot of the Yellow Jackets, who are known law enforcers, I guess. And they're bandits. Do the Yellow Jackets not clout them as bandits? I guess not. Well, that's it in a nutshell. The guards won't rest till they catch her, and she's stuck up there. That would be fine, that she would find. The Jade Jewel is just like her, but she clearly has no way to escape. Oh, she's right up there. Huh. Wait, why can't she escape? Can she not jump up the ledge or... Okay. Well, Komoy, it's your mission. What takes the greatest priority? She's like a cat stuck up in a tree. Being silent would be kind of boring, I think. Completing the mission, helping the princess. I guess Komoy is going to say completing the mission, because helping the princess sounds a little bit too empathetic or something. That's what rogues do, right? They do whatever it takes to complete the mission. Exactly. And your mission is the princess. As a shinobi, you must now aid her. Okay, if it's our mission. The guards think the princess's ninjutsu is magic. We can use this ignorance to our benefit. Let fly, Raiton. They will mistake the thunder for Princess Yuki's ninjutsu. Draw the enemy southwest, away from the princess. We'll rendezvous on the Salt Strand. Could they maybe not mistake it for actual lightning, considering it's a storm outside? Don't mind us. We don't look like any shinobi. We're just a passing random stranger. Must be a pretty big Rhytorn if we can lure them all the way here from over there. Rhytorn. The sound of footsteps echo in the distance. That sound. It's a girl. After her. Ah, even further south then. Once more. Right on. Come on. What do you mean, no? Cowards. Do you want to be the one to tell the master someone took the jewel? Then come on. And once more. This time zoomed out because I want to see how big it actually is. Right on. Oh, it is actually pretty tall. Okay. The sound of footsteps echoes in the distance. Don't let her get away. That jewel's more valuable than our lives. Okay, we got a solo duty. Good. Not just gonna be another short one then. Hello? Hello, princess. Oh, you're unexpected. Yes, most unexpected. Okay, I was wondering who was talking. Turns out it's someone we don't even know who it is. So the thunder wasn't her doing, but a shinobi's? Huh. Most curious. Where did she find coin to pay you? Or does she command your loyalty with her regal blood? The latter, kind of. What I could do if royalty flowed in my veins, no matter. I'm buying a bright future with my actions today. The mission comes first, as they used to say. Okay, that's coming back into play. Is that the Rogues Guild motto? Or is it like a shinobi thing? Actually... No, wait, that is a shinobi thing rather than the Rogues Guild motto. But I guess they're similar. I was only paid to oversee the delivery. But what is my employer's goodwill worth, I wonder? Why do you look at me like that? Your eyes are like Karasu's or Gekai's, judging me unworthy. Okay, we got another shinobi. You must be from the Far East. A real shinobi with real ninjutsu, like Gekai. Okay, it feels kind of proper now. Now that we've changed outfits, they're recognizing us as being from the Far East. I don't know. During the first questline with Obero and everything, they were talking about how we weren't of the blood or whatever, but now it actually feels like we are of Hingashi descent when a character is actually saying we're a real shinobi from the East. You think yourself my better because of it? Don't lie to me. I can see it in your damn eyes. It'll make you spit out what you know about Yuki, or I'll cut it from your corpse's stomach. I think this one's not actually from the Far East, the way that they're talking. Fuma. Right home. Another one. Kinda wasted that right home. Should have done on this guy. Your turn. Using AoEs on a single target, you're still a greenhorn. I guess Obero's here. medium circle off. This thing again. Redway the Relinquished. Interesting name. I was kind of missing all that dialogue. I might have to go back and read that. Why do they always run? We spoke of Gekkai and Karasu, but who was he? There was all that dialogue? That would be under chat, I guess, or battle? No, not battle. Here we go. Let's see, so yeah, we get rid of their pawns. Then Oboro rises. Oh, his last name is Moonrise. I didn't know that. Then he says 2, and he recognizes Oboro, the face of Gekkai's foe. Does that mean he's on the same side as Gekkai? He does actually know, like, the Mudra summoning, so it seems like he's maybe, like, under the same umbrella as the Guardian spies trained by Gekkai or something. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. We'll probably get into it, like, right now, but yeah, that's what Gekkai's thing was, right? He was teaching the non-domins Shinobi techniques. So yeah, that's what this guy is. He's sort of like us in a way. But we're a real shinobi. Blood or not. I wonder if Karasu is going to show up. A different breed than the other guards, that one. He knew of Karasu, of Gekkai. There should be no shinobi in this land with such knowledge. Unless he was one of Gekkai's shadows. The Imperial Shinobi lost their place in Garlemald when the unit was disbanded after the man's death. There would be cause for them. Wait, hang on. After the man's death? You mean like... Oh no. Okay, what he's saying is after the level 50 quest when we killed Gekkai, that displaced all of the Imperial Shinobi, which means this guy did actually go from Doma all the way here in the time that we were waiting for Carvalane to get the boat ready. So someone did make the journey all the way across the ocean, which is actually the worst case scenario for me, pretending that we're still waiting on Carvalane. Okay, well that's fine. We're still pretending. Carvalane is just that slow after all. I imagine the demand for mercenaries was ninjutsu. Wait, did I read the first word? That would be the cause, or that would be cause for them to sell their blades. I imagine the demand for mercenaries with ninjutsu would be great among people with money enough to trade in Far Eastern treasures. Pardon me, Komori. This can wait. Princess Yuki's safety is paramount. Let us join her near the Tempest Gate. It's quicker to teleport over here. I actually had another live letter today, or recently, showing off more of the 7.4 stuff in a bit more detail, including a trailer, with a pretty killer song that I'm pretty sure means, for the raid, BB is back. Or at least I'm hoping. It would be the best thing in the world if BB was back for the raid. That's way ahead of whatever Komori is dealing with right now. I just really hope it's BB. Well, she seems unruffled for her ordeal. She was basically just stuck in a tree. She wouldn't be ruffled. You really saved the princess's skin. She's safe, thanks to you. Yes, Akagi told me. And no, your aid was not needed. I could have escaped perfectly well without you. She's got very long swords. They're not even daggers, really. They're like short swords. If I had my phone, I would look this up right now. I'm forgetting what these are called. They're What are they? I'm pretty sure Sasuke has one, like in the later part of Naruto. What's this short sword called, this thing? I'll look it up between episodes, I guess. But I suppose the important thing is that the Jade Jewel is once again mine. All I've left to find is a Midari Kanemitsu dagger. Don't interfere. This is my problem to solve, alright? Never know it by what she said, but she's secretly grateful. And if she does anything, I know where to find her brave protectors. That you do. Shall we return, Komoe? If I were not recording this episode, I bet I'd be able to remember it instantly. The proper name for those swords. I might be thinking of like the shorter swords that samurai had, because they were like longer swords and shorter swords. There's like a variety of different ones. I guess there are a lot of different names, but I'm pretty sure there's a specific one that I'm thinking of that the ninja were known for, or something. And I'm pretty sure it's what Oboro has, but I don't remember the name. I have made Akagi aware of that strange sellsword we met on the Salt Strand. He will be vigilant, as should you. As for your mission, I believe the princess is warming to you, though it is difficult to tell, but at the very least, no harm has befallen her on your watch. Now I will leave you to your meditations. Allow them to further sharpen your mind, so you will be the blade when the time comes again to strike. Alright, so with this, we finally get something more interesting. Well, like slightly more interesting. It changes our position a bit more. Armor Crush, the last part of our... well, a different way that our combo ender can end. Or a different way that our combo can end. So let's go over here, because we should have a target over here. We got the Kazuma toy. Using the action Armor Crush as part of a... oh, is that gonna... okay, good. Didn't disappear. As part of a combo, grant stacks of Kazuma toy, represented by this gauge. Up to 5 stacks can be stored, and are used to increase the potency of Aeolian Edge. So yeah, the job gauge is there now. I'm gonna have to like play around with this in between episodes, I think, too. To put it in a proper position like we have for all of our classes here in the bottom right, just with like exact pixel perfect precision that I like. And I'm pretty sure this used to be different. I was seeing something about like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of Fuma gauge or something that had like a 60-second timer. And I guess with all of the overhauls, they changed the way Ninja works so it doesn't work the same way, so... I'm pretty sure this is like the new thing where it's not on a timer and you just... you get these things that increase your original combo. And the new thing, the Armor Crush, is your one positional that you execute on the flank. So you decide if you want to build meter or spend meter. And it's actually pretty liberal if you want to do it from the flank or from the back. Or rather if you want to use like the one that builds meter or the one that spends meter, because you gain 2 and then you can just like use 1, I guess. So for the most part, I guess you're going to be behind spending meter. But if right now you don't want to spend meter, or if the positioning is bad for the boss or the enemy or something, you can gain meter and you just have to like play a mass game if you don't want to overcap on the kunai and do maximum DPS or something. I guess you'd want to get like full meter for your burst phase. Like this. And then do like something like this. I guess you do Mug first. I'm clipping here, but this is sort of what you'd want to do, I think. Then like Rhytone. If you had the upgraded Hyotone, you'd do that, but I guess I'm doing this. Then while the critical or the debuff is still on the enemy, that 4-second timer right now, you'd spend the last of your, well, some of your gauge here. In case you only get like a few of those those buffed combo finishers before the timer runs out. But I'm pretty sure that's sort of what the maximum DPS is like. Just using the ninjutsu like that, and your new finisher. It's actually a lot more, I want to see the animation on this again, interesting. It's a lot more liberal, I'd say, than what the Dragoon combo is. I don't know if the other melee DPS classes are like that, but basically Dragoon is pretty locked in. You have to follow a very specific 8-button combo or something like that. I mean, the buttons overlap with each other, so it's not 8 different buttons, but it's like a weird back and forth sort of combo between the flank and the back, and you have to do the positionals for maximum damage, so True North becomes very important if you're trying to do it, like, with all of that. Maximum damage and everything. We're actually going to, right, Lenosia. Here. And maybe it's just Dragoon that has that very strict, rigid combo. I've heard things about like how Viper and Reaper, the newer melee DPS classes, are fairly straightforward. Maybe more straightforward than some of the older jobs, or maybe that's just part of how they're like simplifying jobs or something, I don't know. But maybe there's sort of like Ninja here, where your main weapon skill, 3-hit combo, or whatever you have for those classes is just something that you can choose whichever positional that you want to be on, and you don't really have to worry about it. There's still some time left in the episode, so I guess I can try to do this on screen. What I try to do whenever I get a new class is position things based on my Black Mage gauge here as a reference point, because it has like that one downwards spoke right here that I sort of like to imagine is like the center of the icon. Because like my other classes also sort of use that as a center, kind of. Sometimes, I guess. I guess it kind of depends. Because like the wing of the Bahamut gauge here goes a bit far to the right, so it's a bit hard to like gauge where I want the center to be. But I guess if we use this as a center, we can change the Ninki gauge to go like down here. I think I try to like rest it on top of this meter, like hotbar 3, like right there, so there's no gap in between. And then maybe something like this. We're actually going to get another meter as we level up. I don't know what level we get it at. Wait, where'd it go? It's still up there. Oh, that's a Ninki gauge, right. That's not the one we have yet. Okay, well, guess we'll have to worry about that later. Maybe we'll actually want that on bottom and the Kazima toy gauge. Maybe we'll actually want the Ninki gauge on bottom and the Kazima toy gauge on top. Later. I guess we can move things around when we decide. And actually we'll have to like change around the Black Mage gauge too when we get the other stuff for that. Okay, so one more down. I basically want to get this pixel perfect every time. And I guess the center for this one would be where the central kunai is. Yeah, we're gonna have to like move it a bit further to the right. Just to check. If we use... I have to like do this every time, like use some background element like this. Or like this. If we use this as a reference point for the center line, this hanging scroll, yeah, then that's sort of right in the middle there. We change to this, and using the background as a reference, we move this so that the central kunai is kind of right in the middle of where that line is. I'm not sure what would be the middle of the central kunai itself, but as long as it's close enough, I guess I can do the fine-tuning in between episodes. But there. I captured it on camera for posterity. That's how I do centering these gauges, and it's not actually centered at all. It's still kind of a bit too far to the left, but that's the idea. So Komori is going to meditate in her mind, and in her mind's eye she's going to picture the Kazima toy gauge being perfectly centered in whatever we arbitrarily decide is the center. Now would be a good time to take a break.